Hi everybody, I feel like I haven't done an update video in a very long time, and some of you guys recognize where I am today, and yeah, I feel like I have a lot to catch you guys up on. I think maybe I should go back and recap this whole I even should recap the whole year, but I'm gonna start from March because I think that's kind of when everything kind of changed for the good. Definitely a very difficult process and difficult period of time for just everybody involved, the whole entire world. So basically March 12th, I'm in Boston. I'm about to have my third group of shows with Boston Ballet, and I was really excited because I was going to get to dance in Serenade, and I had recently just danced in Glass Pieces, which these kind of ballets were new for me, and I enjoyed the rehearsal process tremendously. My first year with Boston Ballet was very difficult, but I really enjoyed the challenge and the new environment that I was in. So we have our rehearsals. I'm kind of being nervous because I know I'm supposed to be in Yorma Ello's new Carmen, and the steps, don't get me wrong, ingenious, but very difficult. So a little bit of a stress case about that. And also Andrew, who you guys know from my Instagram at that time, my boyfriend, was coming from California to visit me that day. Long story long, we have class, we have dress rehearsal, and then we're let that we have to cancel the shows. We have to go home, and basically they will let us know what will become of us, basically. Anyway, precursing this all with, this video is going to be a little bit of a long one, a little bit of a story time. I'm so happy to answer any of your questions if you guys want to put them down in the comment section below. So let's just get into it. So I thought that we were going to start rehearsals that week for Swan Lake, which is our next program, and then we were all told that we were put on 1 week paid leave, and then the next week we were told that we were furloughed until further notice. So happy unemployment to me. That was super difficult because all of the arts institutions around the world were suddenly told they had to close overnight. And as you guys know, the difference between the Russian system and the American system is a Russian system is paid for by the government, and the American system is all donor-based. So when there's a financial crisis or a crisis like this, a pandemic, that spells disaster for American arts institutions. Anyway, fast forward, Andrew is saying to me, look, I think this is gonna be sort of similar to the situation in China. He had been monitoring Twitter and just seeing a lot of the reports from there. And so he's like, I think we really need to get out of Boston. It's not gonna be a safe place to be, because at that time New York was a hotspot and Boston was also a suspected hotspot. So we then gathered our things and traveled to New Mexico, which you guys got to see all that super fun content. It was amazing, but it was not a ballet retreat. So it was very much about me finding myself, finding my peace with me, Joy, not me, Joy the ballet dancer, and I can't put a price on those months and that time at the ranch. I'm so grateful for it. It was amazing just to communicate with nature, to feel yourself as a human, and kind of just recognize the wisdom of the fact that nature is kind of forever. And so we just have to make the most of the time that we have now and not forget that there are mountains that have been around for millions of years and are going to continue to being around. Wow, I'm getting introspective on this. Basically, nature beautiful. Sometimes it's better to take a little break. So then after we renovate the lodge of Andrew's place, we started to rent that out on Airbnb. So we decided to go to Redding, California, which is where I had the great pleasure of getting involved with the school there, helping them choreograph and produce their show Sleeping Beauty, and meet two amazing teachers who basically just trained me every afternoon and really sacrificed a lot of their time just to kind of help me get back on my feet. Because at this point, I'm in New Mexico, I'm enjoying my life so much and really questioning, especially seeing the situation with the world. Should I continue trying to be a professional ballet dancer? Should I stay teaching? Should I just, you know, not retire early, but kind of wait and see? And they really encouraged me to get back into dance, and they gave a lot of their time just to help me start to kind of find that first position again, as well as some friends from the BSSM Bethel School of Ministry. They invited me to teach for them in their building. So suddenly, not only did I come from 4 months without having a studio, I suddenly had 3 studios and beautiful, wonderful people to train around who really were not afraid to talk about a lot of the dark sides of ballet, i.e. Toxic company culture, body image issues, and the misogyny that is rampant. Anyway, lots of healing there. Really enjoyed my time there. Got really into bar, not the ballet bar, but the other kind of like fitness bar, and iced coffee. Okay, so after we spend a beautiful time in California, we head back and we do a road trip from California to Colorado. And I'd never been that way. It was crazy. We did it in 2 days. And then Andrew and I flew to Boston to kind of pack up my stuff and see one of my best friends in Boston get married. This was a COVID wedding, so very minimal people who were there. We all took a COVID test before we went to the wedding, and we were extremely careful with social distancing, etc. So we packed up my apartment in Boston, went to this lovely wedding, and made our way down to New York. In New York City, my grandma has had a place forever. Some of you guys have been following me for a very long time. Maybe you've seen little shots of New York here and there. I love going there for training. And this was really a sad but happy time because I had been just really contemplating this next season and figuring out what I have to do. As you guys know, I left at the drop of the hat to go to Boston Ballet. So I had barely 2 days to get ready, and I left a lot of things here in Russia undone and just not finished. So I knew that I had to come back here to take care of a lot of my legal stuff, a lot of just like my university stuff. There's just a lot of things that I kind of put on pause for Boston Ballet without knowing when I would be back. And I thought this year would be, especially the first half of the year, while theaters and places to dance here are open, and I can solve some of my legal issues and make sure that my residency status and my eventual, hopefully, petition to become a Russian citizen will be granted. So lots of things to be doing there. Really want to kind of preserve that beautiful bridge that I've been given the blessing to build with Russia and America, and just be really kind of one foot in both worlds. I am not resigning from Boston Ballet as of yet. I really want to see if I can't do both things at the same time and maybe eventually be back in Boston. So if you have questions about that, yeah, I can definitely share with you guys. If you guys are coming here from Tanya Pustansi, you guys know a lot more of that story. If you guys want to check out her channel, she is amazing. I also produced, no, I didn't produce, Andrew produced a beautiful film, which is the last video on my channel. If you guys want to see that, yeah, go and check the link out. And the next part of this New York story, I will leave for a different video. And if you guys are interested in that, take a little rest, because I will be doing a tell-all, telling the whole story and adding some video into there, sneak peek. Yeah, so that's kind of March to now. I am currently in Moscow, Russia, and I'm about to be in another city, and you guys will have to like wait and see where I will be next week. So lots of really fun content coming out on this channel. Thank you for your patience, and I hope you guys are all staying safe. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, check out Patreon, and I hope to see you on my Instagram channel as well. All right, guys, bye.